Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Average Film Enjoyer Hooptober. Today is day something of Hooptober, and I'll find that by the next. I don't know when. I'll figure it out though. Um, we uh, we are playing a game where you have to guess what's on the screen. You've seen it before in our episodes of Hooptober. Um, Today's episode has a plot twist movie, so let's see if you can figure it out from that information. It's day 7. We're 1 week into Hooptober now, and we're happy to be
Yeah,
here.
we really are. I
So
think this is our sixth or our fifth episode recorded today. Sixth?
sixth.
Golly, yeah. We have recorded 6 of these in one day, and this is our final one. And as you can see, me and Jagger are both feeling the effects a little bit.
Yeah. So today we're talking about Audition, which is a romantic drama with 10 minutes of horror.
That is, dude, I've never heard a better description of it.
However, it is an incredible romantic drama, so that's why I have it at 4.5 stars, because I was thoroughly enjoying the romantic drama part, and I was like, oh, I forgot that it's this, and when she started cutting his foot off with piano wire, and like poking
And
needles
making
at
him
him.
drink, and making him drink her vomit.
Yeah, all that jazz. Another great movie. That was totally unintentional.
That's another movie.
That was totally unintentional. I just said all that jazz. Yeah, so
You're addicted. It's a problem.
what I wrote down is a very unique and really fun horror with the disturbing, gross-out violence of Terrifier and the romantic drama of Chungking Express, which is a great romantic drama movie if you haven't seen it. God. So this movie, it's something else. It's got really bizarre ending, which, I mean, you should know by now. Like, it's a horror movie, kind of. And that's what I appreciate about it. I mean, Takashi Miike is a weird guy. If you've never seen, I have Happiness of the Categories over there. He also did, Itchy something. I don't know. He did something with Itchy. And he makes weird, violent.
He's just a weird dude.
Huh?
Yeah, so he's just a weird dude.
He's just a weird dude. And Audition makes that abundantly clear with so much of a false sense of security. Except it really ruins itself with having the poster be her holding a needle up with the glove on, and then you're watching the movie and you're like, did I get tricked? Or is it just because
you feel like you're on an episode of Punk'd or something.
Yeah, because here's what happened. I was watching it on Tubi, and I didn't know if they could put violence on Tubi. So I'm watching it on Tubi, and I'm like, did I just get tricked into watching a PG cut of the movie? And then out of nowhere, it's how long is it? I mean, it's definitely not short.
I think it's about 2 hours. It's about 2 hours.
It's about 2 hours. And I check, and I'm an hour and 45 minutes in. And I've been sitting watching this guy attempt to find a wife for an hour and 45 minutes. And I'm like, this has been a great romantic drama, but this is not what Takashi Miike does. So then when the violence actually came, it was almost like, oh, thank God. That's never what's supposed to happen when you're watching a movie and violence comes on. It's never supposed to be thank God.
Yeah.
Except when you get this hyped up for an hour and 15-minute long movie. Or no, an hour and 55-minute long movie. And you've been sitting, and there's 10 minutes left, and you're miserably waiting for something to happen. And then all of a sudden, there's just a whoa, wave of violence. You're like, okay, something's happening now.
Yeah.
The movie is not necessarily exciting, and I understand that. This, again, and I was talking...
It's a slow burn, for sure.
It's a very, very slow burn. And I was talking about this when we were talking about Hereditary, how I watch a lot of horror movies with my friends. And my friend says, my dad was talking about this movie, and he said it's the most disturbing movie he's ever seen. And I said, oh, what is it? Audition. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then I check it out, and I see that it's a foreign horror film, which I've seen some foreign horror films, and they're all really, crazy messed up, you know? Like, if you've ever
Yeah,
seen Train
I
to
mean
Busan.
we've talked about one on here.
Yeah, which one?
Funny games.
Oh yeah, Funny Games. That's the next episode though, Trey. We're getting all mixed up here.
Oh crap! You could be looking forward to that. We recorded that earlier, so
Yeah.
my bad, everybody.
So we were talking about Funny Games, and there's some
Yeah.
messed up foreign horror films. So I'm like, all right, but then he's like, oh, I'm a little scared. Like, it's gonna be really messed up. Can you watch it just to see
Yeah.
if it's good? So I watch it, and then right after it's over, I call him back and said, find something else. Because a 13-year-old boy is going to get no enjoyment out of this movie. So it is a super slow burn. And if you've ever seen a slow burn movie, you haven't seen Audition. Which it's almost like, all right, you sat through
It's like a Phantom Thread slow burn.
Yeah, you sat through the slowest movie of your life. Here's a little prize. A guy getting his foot chopped off with piano wire.
Yeah.
And what are those things called? Acupuncture needles?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, woo!
So I want to say, I only have one thing I want to say about this movie. So I think we talked about this episode. I know we talked about it on an episode earlier we recorded today. So, but it should be out before Audition. So I did not start, like, Jagger, the Average Film Enjoyer was a podcast before I even knew about it. I hit up Jagger. I saw some of his content on TikTok, and I was like looking for someone to do a podcast with, because I've always wanted to do a podcast, and I saw this kid and I was like, okay, looks cool. Like, looks like we have similar movie tastes. So I hit him up and I was like, hey man, if you ever need a guest on your podcast, let me know and I would love to come on.
This was
And
so
so we give each
menacing to
other
me, though. Like, I'm
we give
realizing
each
how
other
evil-
movies to watch. Yeah, we give each other movies to watch for the episode. So neither of us, now me and Jagger, like, I would consider one of Jagger my good friends. So, like, if he recommends me a movie, I'm going to watch it because I trust his movie taste and I'm not going to judge him, like, if whatever that movie is. At this point, I never, like, we'd only texted, like, we'd only messaged each other on TikTok, like, 2 or 3 times. And we were like, okay, let's recommend a movie to each other. And then we can come to this episode and just, like, talk about film and talk about these 2 films in specific. So I told him to watch The Dark Knight. Jagger had never seen The Dark Knight. Jagger has yet to see, still to this day, Batman Begins and Dark Knight Rises, which I still find crazy.
Okay, I picked up Batman. I picked them both up. Okay, so now I have them.
Okay. Yeah. So, but that's a whole nother story. So Jagger recommends, and again, like, I'm still a newbie to film, but back when we were first talking, I was, like, very new. So I had seen a total of, like, 3 foreign films. I had seen, like, Spirited Away, My Neighbor Totoro, and Let the Right One In. Which, a shout out to Let the Right One In. It is a
also,
Swedish...
Like, right after you watched Audition, and if I look back, I want to quickly clarify this with myself. Because I don't know if this was of my doing, and if it was, I genuinely apologize. Before we started filming, I don't know if I was the one who told you to do it. You watched Oldboy right before. So you watched...
Oh, no, that was a my own decision, because it was like, okay, this is a classic I need to check off. I need to... and so I just decided to watch it. But that has no relation.
Okay. Thank God. I was just forgetting, and I was like, oh my God, was I that mean? Okay, continue.
No. But yeah, so Jagger texts me and he's like, okay, you need to go watch this movie, Audition, and you just let me know when you've watched it. And I'll be honest, like, I still, like, honestly, not as much as I used to, but I still have a very tiny aversion to foreign films. Just because it's very hard for me to read subtitles and watch a movie and get, like, the full experience. But at this point, I was like, fuck foreign films. I don't want any part of this. But now I, like, have a more open mind with it, and there's a lot of foreign films I really, really enjoy.
Yeah, it took you, like, 2 weeks to actually put it on.
It took me a solid 2 weeks to get around to watching this, and Jagger kept messaging me like, hey man, have you watched it yet? And I'm like, no, I'll get around to it this week, I promise. And then he'd be like, have you watched it yet? And I'm like, no. And so I finally watched it. And to give people context who haven't seen this, spoilers, here's a few things that happened in the last 10 minutes of this movie. The female lead throws up into a bowl and makes the male lead drink it. The female lead cuts off the male lead's feet with piano wire. She gives him a tranquilizer so he can't move while she tortures him.
Yep.
Just some really next level fucked up shit.
She cuts her father's head off with a thread.
Yep.
She gives him like acupuncture in the eyes.
Yeah. So I finished this movie and I'm like, my God, what have I gotten myself into? I'm going to get on this podcast and this isn't going to be some kid. It's going to be some 40-year-old man who lives like some super unkempt beard with like no teeth, just sitting in his basement like, hey, did you like this movie?
And you're going to scream and then the camera's going to zoom in on your face while you're screaming and then you leave the call and then you look to your left and I'm at your door.
Yeah. This movie was the first impression, like the first like anything I've got of Jagger, which is wild if you go and watch this film or if you have watched it. This is a wild first impression. I recommended Dark Knight, debatably the greatest superhero movie ever made. It's like pretty easy watch. There's nothing too crazy, you know. Jagger recommended like one of the most heinous horror movies I've ever watched. And I loved it. So that's all I want to say. This movie holds a very special significance to the Average Film Enjoyer pod because this is what brought us together, is this film. So just wanted to, that's my little story. But yeah, I love this film. And you've already said everything that I wanted to say.
Yeah, and you beat me to the punch with hitting the story with it. And hearing it from your perspective was a lot funnier. So, yeah.
It was so weird. I was like, okay, this kid has some issues, man. And this was back, I think that episode, that first Film Talk episode, I recorded, like, in my AirPods off my phone. So I'm on my laptop right now with, like, I got this mic for my birthday and everything. That episode, I'm pretty sure I recorded, I was holding my phone and it was connected to my AirPods, and you can tell the sound quality on that episode of my voice. It's like, yeah, then I watched this movie and
I watched a movie the other day. It's pretty good, you know.
Yeah, and
that's really what it sounded like. It was bad.
It sounded
but yeah,
like you
go
were
check out
talking
Audition.
into, like, a
really
walkie-talkie.
good.
It was great. Okay, yeah, Audition. Phenomenal film. But just know that you're getting yourself into something special with it.
Yeah, it's like if John Carpenter or Ari Aster made Phantom Thread.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you all so much for listening.
Yeah, so yeah, like this video if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe, comment down below what movie you think Jagger is watching. Little plot twist for you today. On what movie it is, go check out the link in our YouTube description. It is a link to our store. We have a bunch of merch live. We have a bunch of Halloween merch live at this point. Like us, like the video. My brain's dying. This is what recording for 6 episodes does to you. And if you're on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, please subscribe and leave us a review. If you want to give us a follow on YouTube, Jagger, you need to take over. I can't do this. My brain is... I'm saying the same things. I said if you want to give us a follow on YouTube, So Jagger's going to take over the rest of the promotion because my brain is officially gone.
If you're watching us on YouTube, subscribe to us, like the video, comment what movie you think I'm watching, comment any questions you have. Maybe we'll do a Q&A episode if we get any more questions. The last question we got, maybe we should answer it now to give them, like, a perspective.
Was it the how old are you guys one?
No, it wasn't how old are you guys. It was, in quotations, Jagger looks 12. How old is this beaut? I don't know what that means.
That's weird. He's a minor.
I'm a minor. What does beaut mean? Well, whatever it is, I'm a minor, and I'm not 12, 13. So,
Yeah. It's like you got him.
I got him.
You really showed him.
So, yeah, if you want to have your own moment just like that of us answering your question, comment down below.
Give us a better question than that, though. Come on,
better
people.
question than that, please. That question sucks, whoever you are. I don't mean it personally. Just give us better questions.
Yeah, come on.
But what else? Yeah, okay, merch.
Follow us on our socials. I'm Trey the Film Noob.
Yeah,
like everywhere.
Yeah.
Jagger.
I'm Jagger Film Fan on Letterboxd. I'm Jagger the Movie Guy on Instagram and Twitch. That's what it's called.
And then your Jagger Film Reviews on TikTok.
Dude,
if we were in a cartoon right now, like steam would be coming, smoke would be coming out of our ears of our brains overcooking. I think we're both like
it
just
would
like
come into our brain, and there would
it's
be
also like a lot later in the day for you than it is for me.
Yeah, it would be like a rat on a bicycle, like slowly slowing down because it's unable to make my brain move any further.
Yeah, we're sorry for this mess of an episode. You know what? No, we're not. Sometimes you need good times like this.
Yeah,
thanks for joining us
also,
today.
wait, merch. I want to quickly do the merch. The merch.
Yeah, I said merch. Go check out our merch in our YouTube page description.
But the Hooptober merch.
Yeah, we should have Audition merch today, right?
Yeah, there's Audition merch today.
Yeah, go get your Audition merch today. It's probably just I don't know what it is yet. I haven't seen it yet. Because we're recording this
I have a great idea.
It's not even October yet when we're recording this.
Since it's already out for you guys, just to let you know what it is so that you can really want it. It's a severed foot with a quote from the movie and the words average film enjoyer.
Hell yeah. Let's go. Go cop your average film enjoyer merch. Post it on your socials and feel free to tag us.
Yeah, and we'll put you in an
we would love to
episode.
see you wearing our merch. Go! I mean, there's a crap ton of new horror movies coming out this month. There's the It Lives. Also, the strikes are almost up. So the writer's strike. They have come to a tentative agreement with the studios. Once the SAG strike is up, we will be able to talk. We will be talking about new films on this podcast.
When the strike is up, Armin Nahapetian's coming on. He's coming on.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. When the strike is up, we have celebrity guests getting on this episode.
Oh my God.
Y'all better be ready.
We've got a director working on a new horror movie. We've got we've got the kid from Bo's Afraid.
We got my good friend Michael Cassidy. If you have seen him in anything, you will have seen him in a childhood classic for me, Zoom with Tim Allen. He plays the older kid in that. He played Zach on the OC. He played Tyler on Men at Work. He has a lot of TV credits. He's done a lot of stuff on TV. He's gonna come on. We have the kid. What's his name again?
Armin Nahapetian, who's a super, super chill dude. Like, I've talked to him. Yeah. He's so cool.
Who you will know, he plays young Joaquin Phoenix in Beau is Afraid, young Beau. We will have him on. We will have one of Jagger's directing buddies on. We're going to have a bunch of people on once the strike is up and once everybody gets what they need from these greedy-ass studios. And then we will be able to talk about new movies.
It's going to be so great. We're actually going to be able to have people on and stuff. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. All right, well, thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time.